Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Back-to-back streams. You guys already know. Another episode of Capital Conflict. We had to push it back, but you know what? It was probably worth pushing it back, especially for my guy Jay, man. He's had the best fucking week of his footballing life, mate. Fucking unbelievable. Northside will be live. He'll be on here in a couple minutes. I think he's just coming back from work. And you guys already know how the show goes. This is literally therapy, although certain guys, this ain't therapy. This is just a straight crashing session. Not for me. I'm chilling. You guys already know. Medals on the wall, bruv. But for certain guys, they can start adding medals to their wall as well. Speaking of, Mikes, first off, last team in London to win in Europe. It was. How's the week been, man? How's the week been?
I've had a great week. I can't lie. I've had a really good week. So I ain't got nothing to complain about. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's been mad. 1K and that, and then all of this happened. So appreciate the community as always.
Bro.
Big up to the panel, bruv. Jay, you're next, fam. You're next. And listen, congrats as always. And yeah, just looking forward to the show. To be honest, I can't lie. Season was over in my head a long time ago. So I'm just like, I'm in off-season mode. So I'm just happy to be here, sort of thing.
Yeah, thanks for nothing on the weekends, first off.
Yeah, that's your fault for relying on us. That's your fault.
Yeah, you know whose fault it is? Areola. We'll get into that later. Jay, the man of the fucking moment, mate. You guys went out to Bilbao and you came back with a pool load of mank tears. And the trophy. For the first time in 17 years, I think it's 17 years or something ridiculous like that.
Yep.
Tottenham have a trophy. And you know, it was so fucking surreal watching it on my watch. Even when we get into the last few minutes, I'm thinking, raw, they're actually going to do it. Tottenham are actually going to win something. Spurs are actually champions. I'm seeing like lily white fucking everything. Like, I'm seeing people proudly outside wearing their Tottenham shirts. Tell you what, I saw Tottenham fans on Twitter saying to Arsenal fans, what a trophy. Silly question, but how's your week been? Forget how are you. How's your week been?
First of all, big up the panel. Congratulations to Max on 1K as well. Well fucking deserved, my brother, man. Big up, man.
Thank
Go
you.
for 2K is on. Yeah, make sure you guys are smashing a like on the stream. Big up Lewis as always. I'm not gonna lie to you. For those who watched the watch along with me and George, man, I cried like a baby. I cried like an absolute. I broke down, man. This just doesn't feel real. I'm so hungover that I'm unfortunately missing the trophy parade today because I can't physically drag myself out of my house. He was trying so hard to convince me to leave my house, and well, I was stood over the toilet for an hour, so that should explain the type of 48 hours I've had. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, Mikel Arteta, Ruben Amorim, your tears taste sweet, mate. Your tears taste bloody beautiful. European champions, baby.
And I'm gonna join you next week, mate.
Hey, my team won a trophy. What? This isn't real. For a sec. Look into my eyes. This is happening. This isn't a dream. I woke up the next morning thinking, did I oversleep and miss the final? And then I looked at my lock screen and it's a picture of Son with that Europa League. And I was like, it's real. It happened. It happened. My club. My fucking club. 17 years. End 17. 17th in the league. It was destiny. It was destiny, bro. It was destiny.
My goodness, man. And you know what, this is the thing. I'm trying to find the right picture of it. Because I want people to deep how fucked this looks. I want people to deep how absolutely fucked this looks. One sec, here it is. Look at that. Look at that.
I knew he was gonna show this.
The fucking state of it.
I've never seen green above the red before. I've never seen
Yeah,
that.
bruv. Just literally on top of it. And you know what the maddest thing is? None of this matters.
Yep.
None of this is. I think this is the joint worst season for Tottenham in Prem history, and nobody gives a fuck because man won a trophy. This is the greatest example of how trophies talk more than anything else. No
Yep.
one cares about your season. You've got a game on the weekend. I don't even know who you're playing. I don't even think you know who you're playing or who is going to play. I don't think you give a shit whether you win or lose 5-0 because trophies
I
talk.
gotta look at my ticket, Lewis. I need to look at my ticket to see what game I'm going to this weekend. But I know I'm gonna have the time of my life in that stadium. Do you know what I mean? And one thing I do want to say is that for all the rivals that you know, I'm not gonna say rivals. Yeah, for you red pussies, blood. Yeah, you Arsenal pussies. I want to tell you something. Why does the Europa League not count when Tottenham win it? Because when you lot were playing Chelsea in Baku, yeah, I'm sure you guys were on your hands and knees praying for a miracle, like Rasmus Højlund, waiting for a miracle to come. Do you know what I'm saying? Waiting. So why is it when Spurs win a Europa League, it don't mean nothing? No. Shut up. Sit back and watch our trophy parade. We might even take the bus past Highbury, just so you can see what European silverware feels like. Yeah? Just so you can see what it feels like, bro. Yeah? Do you guys know what it feels like, yeah, to have your name engraved in European silverware, bro?
Yes.
You don't.
Yes.
West Ham know what it feels like. Ipswich knows what it feels like. You don't know. You don't know. Forest knows what it feels like. Villa know what it feels like. You don't know. Yeah? Allow it. I don't want to hear nothing. Oh, they won a competition we were too good to be in. Hold on a minute. Weren't you in it 2 seasons ago? Weren't you guys gassed, yeah? Talking about, oh, we're going to walk the Europa League. We'll walk this.
Jay, just not to stop your cooking and everything. You know who knocked them out of their last Europa League?
Oh, the same guy that we just beat in the final.
Scammer him.
Man like Ruben Amorim, mate. Big up Northside.
Man like Ruben Scammer win, fam. 9 points since December, you know. 9 points since December. You United fans, don't think you're not getting your cooking too. Yours is, you get me? You're getting the slow roast. But for now, big up Northside as well, yeah? I'm going straight for all you Arsenal fans that refuse to just accept the fact that Spurs have won a trophy more recently than you. Yeah? And you know what? Big up Lee Gunner. Big up Lee Gunner, bro. Because I was watching his stream and you know what he said? He said, don't let no fan tell you you can't celebrate or this don't mean nothing. Do you get me? This is if we're gonna do that, yeah? If we're gonna do that, bro, when Chelsea won it, it didn't mean shit. When Jose beat Ajax, that didn't mean shit either. Yeah? Unai Emery's record in the Europa League, what you guys used to brag about all the time, oh, look at his record in the Europa. All of that record don't mean shit. Furthermore, if it doesn't mean anything and it's such a tin pot trophy, how about we scrap the whole thing then? Oh, but teams didn't drop into the Champions League from the Champions. Guess what? All the teams that dropped from the Champions League to the Europa League last season got knocked the fuck out. They got knocked out. So what does it matter?
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Facts.
Excuses. Allow it, bro. Crystal Palace, you have to watch them armpits in the air this season. Newcastle, you have to watch them armpits in the air. Sutton United, you got to watch them lot put their arms in the air.
Barnet won the league. Barnet won the league.
You got to watch this. And guess what? You can't even flex the Community Shield because Palace are playing in that.
And I'm about to get my third UCL. We're about to get number 3.
League. But don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Because you know what? You beat Madrid. And Rice scored 2 free kicks. Frame that and put that in your trophy cabinet. Yeah, it's not. Let me tell you something. And people can say I'm getting over the top and whatnot, and I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't care, because this is the start of something new. It has to be. It has to be. No longer can you Arsenal fans sit there and laugh at us now, because now we're really the noisy neighbours. We're really the noisy neighbours now. Because right now it's the Tottenham boys making all the noise, not you lot. You lot are quiet, so you can hold your little 85 points. You can hold your 85 points. Don't worry, I'll sit here in 17th, yeah, and guess where I'm gonna be? Champions League nights on that beautiful carpet in N17 next season. Do you know what? And I will say this, yeah, because I'm not ignorant. Ange Postecoglou, I apologise for doubting you. I apologise for doubting you.
I was going to ask you about that.
I apologise for... Listen, there's one thing about me, yeah. I have to take accountability. When I'm wrong, I'll put my hands up and say, and I said that if he wins the Europa League, yeah, he's earned himself at least until January. I said it on my stream. I've got the clip. Before anyone says anything, the clips will be getting run on a stream. You know what I'm saying? When I recover from this slump that this alcohol has me in right now. Do you know what I'm saying?
He must have been on absinthe or some shit.
Bro,
because like that shit leaned me so bad, I missed the flight back.
Was at the party. Ray, his nephew, and niece were all at the party, and his wife.
I said the whole cookout. Fuck.
And listen, 21 defeats in the league. I get it. I understand. But I have to look. As much as I've been championing Ange out and that, we've qualified for the Champions League, yeah. Which, saying it out loud, sounds crazy. We qualified for the Champions League, and we've got we've come back to London with a European trophy. So you know what? If the club decides to sack him, or if he decides to walk, I'm not gonna be opposed to it. If a manager comes like Glasnow, Xavi's available, and they want to join Tottenham, cool, go for it, fine. But if they decide that, we're going to keep him again next season and see what can happen, then we wait until December. And if we look like, the season's looking like another turbulent season with no silverware, then we go again. And we get a new manager and we go again. But one thing, I'm sorry, I'm not going to say it.
Can't sack him after this.
I want you lot to celebrate all summer long, bro. Don't let them spicy pussies, them zesty, freaky pussies, yeah, tell you, man, that you can't celebrate or this is a tin pot trophy. Because they was on their hands and knees when Chelsea was running riot in Baku. They was on their hands and knees. I've got screenshots of their fans in tears in the stands. So don't do that.
Oh, me too, man. Me too.
Don't do that.
Don't forget, the trophy parade was planned out. It was planned out.
Do you understand? How many times are you going to rely on someone else to get the job done for you? When are you going to start doing it yourselves? Because last season it was, Sonny, come on Tottenham, you can do it. Beat City, yay, yay. That's why I said North London's pink. That's why I said your side of North London is pink, bro. It's not red. You man are some My Little Pony pussy-holes, blood. Allow it. Allow it. Do you get what I'm saying? Before that, it was Liverpool, please, beat them in the Champions League final. How about you go win a Champions League? How about you get to a Champions League final? How about you get the job done in the games that you play so that you don't need another team to win the league? How about that? Dickheads, bruv. Sorry, I had to let that one off. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me put my shades back on because I'm only seeing in gold right now. Do you know what I'm saying? I only see gold medals. Is yours gold? Is yours gold? No.
Oh, shit.
Do they give you medals for finishing second? I don't think so. But guess what? You get one for winning the Europa League, though. So this one's for you.
Oh, my days.
This footballing world is fucking crazy, bruv.
It's mad.
I can't believe this.
Is yours gold?
Oh, my days.
I don't
hey, my women's team went invincible. I'm with that.
I don't worry though. Don't worry though. You went invincible. You went invincible 2 decades ago. So right. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? What console was out? PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it wasn't free yet. It wasn't
Do
free.
you still have the CD?
Memory card.
They remastered the footage yet in 1080p.
These
No,
man...
I'm asking.
No. It was like 320. It was 320 if anything.
Straight 320, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? GTA San Andreas was out. CJ was walking around Grove Street when you lot last won a title. Loud. Hold your FA Cups. Hold them. Because soon, that 5-year... You're going to find out very quickly how 5 years can turn to 10 years. And that can turn to 15 years. You're going to find out very fucking quickly, and I'm going to be here for it. But guess what? Just remember who's the real European kings in North London. Because it ain't you. And you can flex your Cup Winners' Cup. Because guess what, bitch? We got one too.
Wait, ain't you got the most Europas in England now?
Oh, yeah.
1, 2... No, you and Liverpool.
Join, yep. Liverpool give us that, you know what I'm saying? Liverpool say, we got a champion.
They love you lot.
So we got 2. United have 1. Spurs have 3. Liverpool have 3. And then Ipswich got 1 as well. Which I'm fucking Ipswich.
I want to run a bigger agenda than that as well. So a lot of people say that okay, like the Cup Winners' Cup, like that don't matter and all that. Okay, let's get rid of trophies that don't exist anymore. Then, how many existing European trophies do you have? Like 0. Even I've seen one. Because Intercity's Fairs Cup doesn't exist. I don't even know another team that's even fucking competed in that.
And you know what, Mike? Can I just add to that? Can I tell you why their argument? This is why, if you wanna cook an Arsenal fan, let them talk and don't say anything. Wasn't the whole thing with Spurs that we don't win a trophy and our trophy cabinet's dusty? So if all of these cups from history count, then by that logic, Spurs have 3 Premier League titles, a Champions League, 3 Europa Leagues, 8 FA Cups, 9 community. If we're gonna do that, if that's what we're gonna do, then this whole thing that Tottenham don't win trophies is a myth. So you guys can pick what you want. Either we can flex your Intercity Fairs Cup. We can flex that, and I'll flex my Cup Winners' Cup and say I'm a Champions League winner. Or you can shut the fuck up, close your windows because it's gonna be noisy in North London.
Yeah, it's long. I'll be real. I'll be so real, yeah? Everyone knows that. Like, listen, I would never want these lot to win something, yeah? But you see when I'm seeing these celebrations, you see the way I'm seeing, like, Tottenham fans celebrating. Like, apart from this show, I've not seen many Tottenham fans even be pricks about it. They're just happy. And this is the thing as well. Seeing the Man United meltdowns, seeing the Arsenal meltdowns, I'm like, if Tottenham didn't win this, we wouldn't be able to get this content, you know? I can't lie. And the reason why I say that as well, yeah, is because I saw a Man United fan go to Bilbao and sleep on a park bench because they didn't have anywhere else to stay, just so they could get to the game.
Week, you know?
Yeah,
I still ain't sorted out travel. I still ain't sorted accommodation. I just have a ticket.
Yeah.
Bro, they're not out here. Like, this is the thing. Like, if I didn't see my team win something 2 years ago, and I was seeing Newcastle, Palace, and Tottenham win something this year, I would be fuming. Not gonna lie, because I'm like, everyone's breaking their trophy drops but my team. But even I've seen a parade. You see, you can't shit on anyone that's won something. I hate Tottenham, but you think if Tottenham like win something like this deservedly, I'm gonna be like, well, it's a shit trophy anyway. Look, you think I'm gonna do that? No, because guess what? When you're seeing Newcastle fans, Spurs fans, and Palace fans all celebrate, they all earned it. But it's also very nice to see people break their droughts, as much as I don't want to see Spurs break their drought. You're seeing fans celebrate something new. And that's the thing. We've seen a parade in every part of London as of recent years. But one team can't say that. Even on the weekend, Leyton Orient versus Charlton playoff final. One of them men are celebrating. Barnet's just won Vanarama League. They're celebrating. That's another North London team that's celebrating. Like, it is long. It is long. And do you know what? if you're gonna celebrate the way you're celebrating this one, then fair play. Because I ain't seen any form of like arrogance or anything like that, and I wouldn't even blame Tottenham fans for being arrogant. But I've just seen them happy, and I'm like, fairs. This it means a lot, and do you know what it is as well? When you witness it yourself, you then get more of an understanding when someone else is breaking their drought. Like, yeah, I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. Ours was longer. Ours was like 40 years. So to see that, like, when you're seeing Tottenham fans crying, even Jay crying on George's stream, like, it's just, that's what football's about. You could never ever say that any league position is more important than any trophy in football. I don't care what trophy it is. If it's a major, where it's not like playoff final or anything like that, you should be able to celebrate it. And no one can tell you otherwise. That is what football's about. If you're not in the elite competitions, go in the other competitions and win that. It's simple. Football's a simple game.
But this is why I say they have this false sense of feeling like a big club, because big clubs. I'll give you an example. Shall I tell you? As much as I hate Chelsea, yeah, shall I tell you why Chelsea are a big club? Because they sit there and their fans boast about winning everything. Every trophy that they're in, they've won it. That's exactly why they sit there and consider themselves massive. That's why they say we are the biggest club in London, and you can't sit there and argue with that. So what? And it just baffles me to sit there and think the only trophies that you've won in recent history are a few FA Cups, which, by the way, an FA Cup is a prestigious award. Let's not turn our nose up at the FA Cup. Yeah. You haven't won a trophy for 5 years. You haven't won a Carabao Cup for 31 years. You haven't won a Premier League for 20 years. You haven't won a European trophy, well, a real one, ever. Or if you want to do that, you haven't won one for 30 odd years. Yeah. But you think you can turn your nose up at competitions. You think this doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. You ever see a homeless man turn his nose up at food yet? You ever seen a crackhead turn down crack?
I'm sorry, I don't like cheese.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Nah. Sorry. This crack wasn't from Colombia. I'm not smoking it. Sorry. They're smoking that. You can't sit there and turn your nose up at trophies like you're this big, massive club. Because guess what? City turned their nose up at trophies and still win them. Liverpool turned their nose up to the Carabao Cup and beat Chelsea with their kids. You're turning your nose up at... When was the last time you got past the fourth round of the FA Cup? I'll tell you when. It was when you won it.
Oh,
it was when you won it. Oxford United have gone further in the FA Cup recently than you. Let that
Sheffield United. They went to a semi.
Plymouth have gone further.
It's facts. There's bear.
Just look at that. What's your manager holding? How do you not feel embarrassment? How do you not feel? Do you know how much it hurt me before the other day? Mike's can attest to this. Do you know how much it hurt me to sit here and say I hadn't seen my team win something since I was 5 years old, 6 years old? Do you know how much that hurt? So there's no way you can sit there and you can be watching other teams around you, especially London clubs, celebrate and act like it doesn't matter. Oh, don't worry though. We beat Madrid. Oh, we've had a better season. Don't worry. Don't worry. We've had a better season. Don't worry, guys. We finished second. We're in the Champions League next season. It doesn't matter. Man, you lot are embarrassing. And for guys like Northside, Lee, Rashid, you know what I'm saying? All the Arsenal fans that act troops, the guys that actually have decorism, I feel bad for you because your fan base are embarrassing you badly. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Let that sink in. Just let that sink in.
You're focused more on the comment because that's what's going on with other Arsenal fans. The last 10 months were more important, man. It's all good.
Wish we could finish second again.
And Northside, I genuinely feel for you because you're the one that has to sit there and try to explain through or even represent this BS. And I know you represent the more logical side of the Arsenal fan base, but they're the ones that put you in this sort of predicament where you have to sit here, watch your rivals lift a European trophy you guys haven't touched, and then some of them try to talk it down and to try and act like it's okay. It's like, okay, we've had a better season. How can you say they've had a better? I saw articles talking about how Tottenham have still had a worse season than Arsenal, and they've won a trophy. Where was it? Here it is. Here it is. One night does not rewrite the previous 10 months where everything is considered. Well done, Tottenham, but Arsenal had the better season. I know this isn't your mindset. I know this isn't your opinion. I don't even have to ask you this. But fuck me, when are Arsenal fans gonna start having some damn shame? What is it gonna take? Is this gonna be the final nail in the coffin that wakes up your fan base, or just the fuck?
Bro, I don't speak spastic, so I don't know, bro.
Aye,
You know what I mean? So I can't translate for these man. You know what I mean? What I can say is there is one, the head of the spastics, Arteta. He was asked about how we're going to win a major trophy next season, and I had to write down the excuses. I had to write down the excuses of what he had to say. He said, next season we need refs to be on our side. We need the schedule to be on our side. We need the squad quality. We need the right amount of recovery days. We need the randomness of football to go our way. We need sometimes in this league things go boom. We need to avoid that. I'm not lying. I got the clips.
This is all he said.
These are his quotes. There's things in football that go boom in this league that need to go on our way. We need also the players' personal lives that needs to go our way as well. If you want, I can play the clip.
Keep going.
Yeah?
What else you need? Sorry.
He also did this as well to squeeze the most out of the players like this. He did
Just
it like
wanking them off.
Yeah, so
No,
he lacks a little
off,
bit of that.
man.
He lacks a bit of
Fuck
mayo.
off.
I got the clip, bro.
No, I
he said we
believe
need to
you.
buy. He said we need to buy world-class players. He said we need from the players that we bring in, we need goals and creativity. And if we look at Arsenal's history in Europe and say it's a failure, and say the last 20 years of Arsenal in the Premier League has been a failure, then it damages the Arsenal, not club, but brand. It damages the Arsenal brand. So there you go, bro. There you go. We have to protect the Arsenal brand. I'm done, bro. And if you want the clip, you won't get done. I played it on my channel. If you want the clip, I got the clip, bro, of him doing.
Oh yeah. Run. I was gonna leave that for you to put on your video. Yeah, run the clip. I want to hear this.
I read the clip. Look at this. Look at this crap. Look at the crap I've got to deal with, bro. Look at these special. Where is he?
Oh, my chest.
Goodness.
There we go.
Chest.
I have quite a clear picture, but I need a few more things to then have a real clarity and analysis and describe the season with the right words, because I know that that's going to be very, very important.
But the picture you have in your mind of what next season looks like, assuming with the trophy in your hands, that alignment, the players, where you go with this squad is very clear in your mind. What's the most important thing about getting that right next season?
Alignment. That
the people that are,
everybody at the end, we all feel the same way, that we feel that we are capable. It's not just a dream, or it's not just something you want to do. Do we have everything that is needed to do that? And even if you do, there is a lot of things that are going to play a part to win. A lot of things. Performance is going to be the squad quality. Availability is going to be referees, the schedule, who do you play, when, in what kind of form they are, how many days do you have to recover, and then the randomness of football. That one I cannot control. I cannot control what can happen in that dressing room to somebody in his personal life that can affect his performance, or that something happens, or our competitors do something like in the history of this league. You have seen it sometimes, boom, they do that, and then it's a lot of randomness there. So things that we can control, I guarantee we'll do our very best.
And just one, and a word on maybe Ange Postecoglou, because you probably know better than us.
So you got that so far, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we got that. We got that.
I don't know if you want to stop there because it's just more bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He congratulated
Yo,
Ange and said that oh, Ange did well in the way that he handled certain injuries and stuff like that. But then he was using that as an excuse for Arsenal. We had injuries. Oh, we had injuries. This is why we couldn't win something. We had injuries. Why is Ange able to manage injuries? The creative spark, Madison and Kulu out, and you can't manage the fact that we got
and
one centre.
Bergval.
And Bergval. Yeah, Bergval there.
You know
It's
what I
all
just
nonsense.
realized? Just listening to that interview. He's a gal.
He is a girl.
He's literally Egal. If I never knew how Egal spoke or like the tone in his voice, big up Egal still, my guy. But that is literally an entire paragraph of what I would expect him to say. You need everything perfect. You need the perfect climate. You need the refs on your side. You need the right temperature. You need the right fucking length of grass. You need all the randomness of football to come and work for you at the right time. You need the
Wind
right
speed.
injuries to work for
The
the
wind speed
opposition
needs to be
and not the
correct.
ones for you. What the fuck?
They used to complain about how bad Klopp was. Bruv.
Basics is saying everything needs to work in your favor to win. Like, and you are indirectly saying you haven't built the right climate in the club to win.
That's my point. If you need everything, if you need all your stars to align every season in order to win one trophy, one fucking trophy. Furthermore, if you need any proof here that you don't that everything this guy says is bullshit, just look at us, bro. We've lost 21 league games. We went through 7.5 months of the season, yeah, with 11 our whole first 11 out injured. And come May, we're lifting a trophy. You are in a better position than us. Whether you can say, oh, we lost Saka, oh, we lost Jesus, Havertz, you guys have been in a better position than Crystal Palace, than Newcastle, than we have. You guys have been in a prime front seat to win a trophy every fucking season, and you don't do it. So what more do you need to align? What more? Does the referee's hairline need to be shaped up as well?
They were
Does he
bored.
need to be wearing his lucky pants as well? Is that what else? What more do you want, bro? You man are like, that's why I said Mikel Arteta might be in a transitioning phase, because I think the estrogen starting to come out, because he's starting to move a bit like a needy bitch.
Michelle Arteta.
He's starting to move like a needy bitch. He might be just on a you know when the gal get their implants and it fucks up their cycle and that. So you never know when he's on his period. I think right now he might just be on his you get me? He might be.
Well, you're saying he needs a BBO.
There you go. Nothing is ever perfect in football. Nothing is ever perfect in football, bro.
The only manager that ever needed the stars to align for anything was Ranieri. That's the only manager, and he's allowed that. That's at Leicester.
But do you know what as well? Like, you can say that Tottenham did the opposite of what Arsenal have been doing the past few years. And what I mean by that is that when Arsenal were in other competitions, they threw it away because bigger fish to fry. Now, when Tottenham didn't have the bigger fish, they just fried the other fish that they had in their oven. Simple as that. When they can't win the other competitions, the competitions they're in, they actually won one of them. When Arsenal went in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, they threw it away, went for the Premier League, and threw that away by bottling it. It's the complete opposite.
We went for all four. Albeit we got battered by Liverpool in the semi-final and we lost it. If we had beat Villa, it most likely probably would have been us in that FA Cup final versus City.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
There's a world where that could have happened.
I think Palace would have done.
And then another thing now you have to look at, is one, we've qualified for the Champions League, and two, Ange could win a second trophy in 2 months, 3 months. Because we have to play in the Super Cup.
Yeah.
So that's 2 trophies, all from going for actually putting your eggs into going for a big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, you get me. This guy, You Arteta-ins are just getting gaslit. It's so sad. It's so sad, bro. You man are getting gaslit. I feel sorry for
Nah, I
you.
don't feel sad for them. This has been 5 years. At
Yeah,
this
you're
point, you
right.
make your
Fuck them.
bed.
But Northside, I feel bad for you then.
Fuck them, man. It's a man
Yeah.
like Northside I feel bad for.
Yeah,
No.
facts.
Northside lead
Facts.
troops and
Yep.
damn pots. The rest, You lot have made your bed, bruv. It's just like now, Northside's got to sit here and take the fucking BS because what he said's come true.
And
it's
to be
shit.
to be honest, I think they lost the final regardless, and I think it is worse off Tottenham winning it. Don't get me wrong, but even if Man United won it, for example, Amorim would have won something in his first half of the season, whatever. Regardless, Arsenal lost as soon as Tottenham versus Man United happened. This is just the worst one.
Bro, there's a better death. It's like death by a gunshot or just being slowly skinned alive.
Oh yeah, of course. This is the worst one, but at the same time, if let's say Man United did win it, they're constantly winning trophies whilst being shit. Meanwhile, Arsenal can't even win it at their peak, for example. Well, Tottenham have done it in their biggest drought, bruv. This is worse, but still, either way, they lost.
4 managers have been at their clubs for less time than Arteta and all won a trophy this season.
Yeah.
Glasgow won a trophy inside of 5 months. And for the guys in the chat that are saying, oh, Tottenham have no chance, I guarantee you at the start of the season, you said Tottenham weren't winning the Europa League as well. I guarantee you, no one here believed Tottenham were going to win the Europa League.
Yeah, not till Bono glimpsed.
Until we got to the semi-final.
Yeah, not till Bono glimpsed, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'll be real. I don't give you guys too much of a hope in that game, but it is a one-game thing. One game, anything can happen.
One game. All you have to say we get. Look at how we come back the goal against them lot.
I need PSG Tottenham though. That is going to be a footballing clinic.
Bro, we had 0 shots in the second half.
That game was fucking hideous, bro. That was it was an awful, awful watch. It just don't mean nothing. Don't mean a damn thing. In terms of the game, 2 disgusting teams playing disgusting football.
Didn't have to do fuck all against United though. All you had to do in the second half, put Richarlison fucking basically left wing back, and he just absolutely did a job on them. He was I thought he was man of the match, low key, because legit the work he was putting in throughout the whole match, he stood out for me.
And you could see the drop off when Son came on. Look, Son is so finished. I saw the brother come straight off the bench, right, and he was still getting ran through by the likes of Dorgu in transition. I was like, yes,
Son's done.
Son's done.
If you needed proof that Son is on his final legs, bro, he was clean through. He was clean through. He actually could have put the game to bed.
Yep.
But of course,
you know what? You got your trophy. Now Saudi might call in a year or 2.
Yeah, never know.
Hate me for saying this, but I would sell him in the summer. You've won.
No, understandable.
You're a Spurs. I know he's an unsellable player. Do you know what I'm saying? But a smart football club would probably cash in on him before you can't cash in on him at all. But he's probably gonna retire here. I can't lie. He's probably never leaving. I'll be so honest.
Probably not.
Not gonna leave.
Done here.
Marcus said as well.
You don't see that a lot still. That would surprise me. Especially since if he did have a Saudi move, he'd be closer to home, innit?
Yeah, man. I just think he loves Tottenham too much. I mean, if anyone has seen the videos of Son at full time, mate, that should tell you how much he loves this club, innit? And the interview he said he was like, I hope I'm the Tottenham fans consider me a legend now. Do you know what I'm saying?
I was this brother's too humble for his own good. You already a legend before the final.
Yeah.
Now it's just you're one of the greatest ever players Tottenham have ever had. Because now your legacy is just skyrocketing.
Yes. Yeah, that's mad. It's mad, isn't it?
Because you talk about the story when he leaves and everything. This is the brother who stayed when everybody else left, and Ben Davies. He's a brother that stayed and contributed.
Is Son more of a legend?
Son more of a legend than Kane? I'd hear it.
I don't know, man. Yes.
Kane got the goals, but man got the trophy. Kane had to lead for it.
Yeah, he is. He is a bigger legend than Kane. Yeah. goals aside, look, Harry Kane's our all-time highest goal scorer. I think it's like 269 goals for Spurs, which is an incredible number in the time that he was here. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Son has just given probably about 2 generations the greatest night of their life. Not him per se, but him lifting that trophy. Bro, I can't even watch that moment back. I will start crying. I'm serious. I can't watch it back, bro. Dead ass.
No, I
So
get it,
you lot
bro.
that say a trophy
2021
don't
was like
matter.
that for me for a bit.
Yeah, man. Bro, listen. I don't know, man.
This is what football's about, man.
Emotions, yeah, I hear it.
This is what football's about, man. There's moments
all
like
the crack
this.
out. How many weeks have we sat on this exact stream, us four, and you lot have just been laughing at my pain, thinking I'm laughing, thinking it's all jokes, because I'm all cracking jokes. You man think it's funny, but it's real pain. I leave the stream and actually put my hands on my head like this, bro. Like it's real pain.
I've been there,
For
bro.
the
I
next
think we
3
all have.
months.
I've literally been there this season.
Yeah, man.
I've been left it for 21 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I need to get a
This is the first time in 17 years, right? No one can chat to Tottenham. It's even a surreal sentence saying it. No one can chat to Tottenham.
My fucking club. My club. European champions. European champions. Sorry.
Big up to Anti LaFleur saying big up Lewis, Mikey, and Jay. Big up Northside as well.
Big
This
up.
one's dropped before Northside joined in. Redbird out, Cardinale out. Yeah, man. Save AC Milan, bro. Fuck both of them, man. Still. I was watching a documentary on like all the issues in AC Milan over the last couple of years, and bruv, they fumbled your league title, man. That league title was like our Champions League when they fumbled it. So, will you be singing Champions of Europe at the Emirates?
You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. Sorry. Okay, moving on.
Oh, that first time at the Emirates is going to be nasty, bro.
Oh.
I'm not bringing that to the bridge, though. We got 2 of them. Because we're going to start thinking we won it 2 times and all of that. But yeah, that next season is going to be fucking mad. You lot just have to capitalize on it and actually have a good window. Strengthen your squad. Because like, you've been given the lifeline to end all fucking lifelines right now. That's how important this Europa League final was to both teams. If you don't capitalize on it, that's Spursy. That's still Spursy.
That's true.
I have a question. I have a question for the panel, yeah? I have a question for the panel. From like you guys' perspective, yeah? Do you think this is actually the turn for Tottenham? Like, do you think this could? Because, bro, you see, I don't mean to get ahead of myself now, but hey, 4 competitions. You see, if I see myself in a final next season, I might, you know what I'm saying? I might have to watch it from a hospital bed, bro. Just because getting to this final was straight. You don't understand. I couldn't breathe for 60 minutes. So,
no, but this is why I'm saying the next window is so important for you, innit? Because now you're back to playing more than 1 game a week. And you have to address the holes in your squad. And also, we don't know what's going on with the likes of Romero. He could still be going to Atletico Madrid after all of this. So you have to still strengthen and build up to be able to build on what you've had. Other than, if not, it's just been a great moment.
you're right.
Big summer.
I think, if I'm being 100% honest, I think because you're in the Champions League, I think you will spend a bit more. I don't know whether you'll spend it wiser, but I just think it will be like a normal Levy Champions League type window where, because you're in the Champions League, you're spending money, like you spend a little bit more when you're in the Champions League. It's common sense. I think you'll have a bit more know-how in the Cups. I don't think you'll embarrass yourself as much, but I don't know whether you'll be like a Cup team after this or whatever. I'm not too sure. I just think that also this ownership will use this as like, or why are you giving me this stick? You literally will see the trophy sort of thing. So they might use that as leverage for themselves, which is why I see in ownerships, like I've seen it with my ownership, I've seen it with plenty of other ownerships where you win something or you get to a certain point and they're like, well, why are you unhappy? They can use that as leverage against the fans again. And that's what I personally think. But because put it this way, you didn't win because of the ownership. You won because of you, man, on the day. So their behaviour isn't going to change. That's just my opinion of it.
No, that's valid.
Exactly.
That's valid.
I don't think like no one can take away from a team winning a trophy in it. You can't take away from it. You know what I mean? You have to give it props. But did you get here because you guys were great, or because your manager pushed for the trophy and Man United was shit? I wouldn't really say that your team has been built to win the Europa League. I wouldn't say when you got to the Champions League you were built to get to a Champions League final. So I don't really feel like you guys are gonna push on. I'll be real. It's not even a salty thing, bro. It's the truth. I don't think so. Did you build upon getting to the final?
No. God.
No, I understand what Northside saying still. I understand what he's saying.
No worries, isn't it? No worries.
It's only because you said you was gonna click me up, innit?
The plan sometimes. You get me?
He's not wrong. No, he's not wrong in what he's saying though. Like,
Yeah.
In all seriousness, like we didn't have the most difficult run. The Champions League is not going to be no walk in the park. You get me? It's not way more difficult teams. So you guys are right. It just depends on what Levy's on. I just don't think we're going to have to spend like.
But Levy will feel like he's right now. He'll feel like he's right. He will feel justified in everything that he's running the club. Because he's going to say, yo, you got a new stadium. You got big training facilities. The club's making bare money. The valuation of the club has gone up from when he bought it. Do you know what I'm saying? And now you want a trophy. So he's going to sit there and argue back to you lot. Why are you bitching and moaning? You want a trophy? I don't think it's right. Mm-hmm. But he's going to say, yo, you can't say there's no trophies under my tenure. It's just not enough as you want. But
that's exactly
at the end of the day, you will use the Arsenal excuse. We can't compete with City. We can't compete with the riches of City. So that I agree with Mike. It could be used against you.
And that's
I've seen FA Cups, yeah. Jay, I've seen FA Cups being used against us. Why are you moaning? We're winning FA Cups. Yep. Why are you moaning? You know what I mean?
Every major trophy we won in the Roman era, we never had a good window after. It was notorious bad.
I know this is coming from basically like a homeless person in East London in football sense, but like at the same time, our ownership is used it against us as well, where it's like, you've won the trophy, why are you moaning about moving to the stadium now? That's what they basically done in their previous interview.
Got a little one-bedroom apartment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had one like good hot meal, it's nice.
You calling?
And
we had one like good hot meal, bruv.
Your fan base as well can look at this and now start over-gassing the team. Let's be real, yeah? You won it fair and square, cool. No one can take that away from you, yeah? And listen, it is what it is, yeah? But at the same time, your team isn't an amazing team. Let's just be real. Your team ain't an amazing team. So if the fan base are going to judge your squad based on you winning a Europa League, they're going to be, you know, and then the ownership go, well, the team is good. We won a Europa League, and not putting into context who you were playing and how your season's actually been. They could say, okay, we only need about 2 players. We only need about 3 players. You get me? This whole thing could be spun, yeah, and then you'll be angry again next season. So it's one of them. It's down to you lot, innit? It's your club. I don't care about your club. It's down to your club, innit? But I seen it with Arsenal,
regardless, yeah.
Where like winning FA Cups is a fake barometer to where we was. You get me? And obviously we already know looking back, but they were making it seem like, oh, we're there. We're getting Champions League. We're getting FA Cups, and it's like, bro, we're getting slapped up by Man United and Bayern Munich in fucking Europe all the time. Getting slapped up by Barca. Do you get me? So I don't think this is the metric where you can say where your club's at. If you man relax here, you lot would just be dropping again.
No, listen. I'm not saying now's. What I was implying is that now is the time to kind of put your foot on the gas, kind of go all in. It's now go all in or go home, because again, like you lot said, like I just want to see the smart buys. You know what I'm saying? The Van der Ven, the Poros, because they weren't expensive. Poro was 45 million, Van der Ven 37 million. Do you know what I'm saying? Kulusevski 40 million. Like that. Go for those type of buys if you're gonna get. Because listen, as much as I don't like Porro and he has his bozo moments, the ability is there. You can't deny Porro's a very good footballer. It's the same with Van der Ven. I don't know if you guys saw that clearance off the
Van der Ven was amazing, yeah.
But that they need to make a statue of that clearance because that might be one of the greatest goal line clearances I've seen in a final ever. Like,
Yeah.
what man turned into Spider-Man real quick. You know what I'm saying?
No, he did still.
Again, hey, listen, we got Paratucci in charge now. You get me? Don Paratucci, sorry, should I say? You know what I'm saying? The Don.
He's out of prison.
He's out of prison, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? He's finally allowed to be in sport again. Let's see what happens, man. If they decide to sack Ange, they better have a serious manager lined up. They need to have a
They aren't gonna do it. It would be such an own goal to like whatever. We call this a get out of jail free card winning the Europa League. You've handed it back.
Yeah.
You've handed it back and put all the pressure straight back onto you. They gotta let Ange just cook just based off the fact that he's won this trophy. There ain't no way he's leaving unless he says, "This is me, guys. I'm out."
Yeah. I feel like if you are going to keep him, though, you have to properly back him.
Yeah, you
properly
have to spend
back him,
a lot of money.
Yeah, this
He
season
just yeah, like for example, let's say you what's it called? You decided to back him, but you didn't invest properly in the transfer window again. You actually spent like you're not in the Champions League. That's kind of a backslap to him sort of thing. You've kept him, but you're not backing him, so you're kind of like hanging him out there to try, waiting for the fans to turn on him again, sort of thing. From an ownership perspective, like that's how I see it. If you're going to keep him, back him to the fullest. You have to. Like for me, I don't know what he's going to come out with in the league, what your league form's going to be like, or what your cup form's going to be like next season. Because I was originally quite a big fan of this guy, and just from a neutral perspective, before it kind of went a bit wayward before the Europa League and stuff. I feel like what he needs to do as a manager, the way you guys played in Europe, you need to apply that more in the league, where you sit a little bit deeper and you tweak it a little bit more, and you have the ability to see out games, because your defence and your midfield is way more suited to that style of play than his actual identity in itself. If he does that in the league a lot more, you can be like competing for Europe at least. But like that's how I see it personally. If you keep him, you got to back him to the extent. If not, then it's just a slap in the face to him. He's just won you a Europa League. If you are going to keep, I would still understand if you did sack him, but if you're a serious ownership, you get a proper replacement, as you said. Knowing this ownership, they'd be like, well, we're going to sack him because of the league form and all that, and just scapegoat that, and then get someone meaty. But that's just how I see it.
Nah, I agree, man. Listen, Daniel Levy, if you're watching this, bro, yeah, you see your bald head, bruv. You see that bald Voldemort head of yours, blood. You get me? That flipping globe. Do something. Use your brain and make some damn signing. I need to see five players minimum this summer. And that might sound crazy, but if you start, you get me. Now the window's always open. That's what people don't understand. For all clubs, the window's always open. It's just about
World Cup sesh.
Yep.
Hey man, we'll see in it. We'll see. Champions of Europe. Thank you very much.
Come on. You might hit the like button, subscribe to all the panel as well. Northside, just swerving to Arsenal. I did see this drop while I was on my last live stream. And it seems like you guys are now in concrete talks with Leipzig regarding Benjamin Sesko. What I heard from the reports were that, I forgot who reported, whether it was Alex Goldberg or whether it was one of your in the nose. But apparently, Berta's preferred target is Gyökeres, and Arteta's preferred target is Sesko. Am I correct with that?
That's what they're saying, bro. I don't know, man. Listen, if this happens under Berta's watch, I want him sacked, and I want Arteta sacked, bro. Because I ain't got no patience for no Sesko, bro. So if I don't get the signings that I want, bruv, then I want them both sacked, bro. Berta can piss off. I don't care. I don't have no loyalty to none of these, man. You know what I mean? Like, to go and get a Sesko, you might as well just stick with Jesus and Havertz, really and truly. You might as well. But neither of these men are clinical. Neither of these men are going to raise the level. I just don't understand it. The fact that Gyökeres, we've been linked to him, and he's got a release clause and we ain't triggered it, we ain't getting Gyökeres, in my opinion. Can we? Yes. Are we? No. So that's the thing, bro. Like, it's whatever, man. This is a very Arsenal type signing. I think all of us can sit and say, yo, if we're going to pick certain players Arsenal are going to sign, Sesko, You know what I'm saying? Some nobody from La Liga, some nobody from the Portuguese league that aren't doing anything that we think that we can transform and we can create. I'm just done. If this manager's so great at working with players, yeah, why has Martinelli gone backwards? Why is ESR not able to shine at Arsenal? Why was he shining more at Fulham? Why is Nketiah shining more at Crystal Palace than he was at Arsenal? If he's such a great manager at creating and molding players to become great players in the future, why does Kivior keep getting linked away? Do you know what I mean? It just don't make no sense if he's so great. You know what I mean? Why is Zinchenko not being able to hold down that left back role? If he's such a great manager at molding players to becoming world class, why are we looking at Odegaard saying, "Yo, he's regressed even from what he was 2-3 seasons ago," and that still wasn't world class, and he's regressed from that. And this is supposed to be his captain that plays every minute alongside Saka. So I'm not hearing this. Like I'm not with this project and all this shit, bro. He said in his press conference that the teams in Europe that win the major honors have world-class players within their squad. Well, I'm waiting because Sesko ain't world-class. And why does he have to develop at my club? Do you know what I mean? So I'm tired of this development stuff, bro. Like this ain't Slim Fast, bro. This ain't a project, bro. This ain't fucking this ain't Weight Watchers. This ain't no project, bro. I need results now, bro. I need trophies now. So listen, it is what it is. You know, with Arsenal, just like Chelsea, you know what I'm saying, Man United, Liverpool, all these clubs, we get linked with everyone. I'm going to wait and see as to who we actually sign. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I remember how long we were linked with Rafinha. That didn't happen. You know what I mean? Buendia, that didn't happen. Isak, that didn't happen. So let's see. You know what I mean? We could be linked with him and not, you know, we'll link with Cunha and Ollie Watkins for how long? That didn't happen. We'll link with Tell. That didn't happen. So let's see, man. Let's see. Once it's confirmed, then then I'll say what I got to say on it. But I don't want this guy, bro. You know what I mean? And the last thing I'll say on it, big up to Zir, Bayern Munich fan. He watches, obviously his team is Bayern Munich. He watches that all the time and he says he's shit. He said he's shit. Yeah. So if a Bundesliga fan is saying he's shit, bro, what else want me? Come on, man.
Bro, he takes more long shots than in the box.
He ain't ready. Like, he's a good idea, but not ready. And we said that last year that he's not ready, and he's still not ready. So it's like, I can't be bothered.
He takes more long shots than in the box shots for a striker. Like, I only watch him like internationally and Champions League. I don't watch the Bundesliga, but when I do watch him, he's like everywhere but his position. He's everywhere but where you need him to be, and he's not instinctive. Yeah.
Radcliffe out. Why don't you take him at Man United then? Take him over there. Yeah, I mean, you can.
Oh yeah, don't fall for the bait. Don't fall for the bait.
Take him over there. I'd love to see him at Man United, bro. Take him over at United, bro. I'd love to see that one.
This brother is 67 million, stayed there to develop this season, and he hasn't developed. He's the exact same player as he was last campaign. We're linked with him as well. I don't want him. I hope you lot get him. I can't be bothered for this sort of move. All the moves I've seen us linked to him don't move me at all. It's Sesko, it's Ekatike, it's Liam Delap.
What days?
Oh, and João Pedro. We're about to bid 50 million for João Pedro. So
what the fuck is wrong with your club?
A lot.
What the fuck? And that's coming from me, like, oh my days.
Here's the thing, like, I don't mind him as a player, but it's like you're only just depth as a 10 or a left winger for me, which I don't mind, but I just don't care. It's not. This ain't no needle mover for me. This is just like, okay, cool. We're getting rid of João Felix. We're getting rid of Nkunku. And this is going to be the guy that we replace them with. Fine. He might have a higher ceiling. If he shows me that higher ceiling, I will get gas. But over the last couple of years, I found it a lot more and more difficult to try and like get up for these sorts of moves. Because they're all potential. They're all like, I think he could be something. I think he could do this. I think we could do that. When I know where Chelsea's at and I'm satisfied with where they're at, then I might have a bit more belief in moves like this. But now, he's good. He's a little bit techy. He's got some creativity in his game. He's strong. He's a little bit of a shithouse. You're not the bagsman I need. So you're not going to be the move that satisfies me. Pause. You're just going to be another player.
Is he putting Jackson on the bench, Lewis?
What?
Is he putting Jackson on the bench?
It's about to ask that.
Maybe yes, maybe not. So it's not really moving anything.
No, he's not. He's not. He's got less penalty goals, non-penalty goals in both seasons than Jackson. He's got
And he's
10
injury prone.
goals in 2 years.
He's injury prone as well. And he's a bag full of trouble. He's fallen out of his last 2 clubs. He literally fell out with Van Heck today. Like, he had a fight with Van Heck in training. And then Watford he fell out with whoever was there at the time, because they've had bare managers. Him and Dennis and Sar all fell out. Like, that's the thing.
Question, right? I heard from my sources that we're not looking at Osimhen because of doubts over his character. So it's like,
What? This is... Bro, I've had nothing to do with Osimhen and his character, though. Like, that's bullshit.
yeah,
Like, with Pedro... Pedro has, like, actual... Like, he has actual background of, like, falling out of his club. And that's the thing. This is like a Jesus regen with strength.
You know, whenever they don't want to make a signing or they want to get rid of a player, they always go to the attitude, because none of us can really disprove it or prove it.
Yeah,
No.
You can't prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. It's the easiest thing to discard the player. Oh, no, we don't want him because of the attitude. Shut the hell up. Go and pay the money if you're serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's just a deflection tactic. Who cares about the attitude? The best players that we've ever seen in football have the biggest egos and the worst attitudes, bro. Who gives a shit? Who
He's
cares?
the best striker for our team by a mile for the way that we play and for how cross-heavy our team is. Osimhen is top 1. Top 1. This is my dream striker signing. I just have to sit here and hope that if we get Champions League football, we have enough money to try and get this transfer across the line. Because that's the only way I'll have any belief. If we don't get the job done on Sunday, this window is going to be so pitiful. So fucking pitiful. The only reason why I think João Pedro is accelerating is because he'll probably join us with or without UCL. He's probably given us the go ahead, so now we can just talk transfer fees. Delap, he's waiting because he's got half the league trying to get him. Osimhen, probably still waiting because we know how much he's asking for. Last year, we tried to offer him 130k a week. Victor Osimhen, you know, 130k. It's so pointless, man.
Your top bagsman needs the money. Your top bagsman needs the top money. Let's be real. You don't want to over like paying in wages for anyone, but if for the strikers you should. For top strikers like Osimhen, you can arguably say he's one of the best in the world. So when he
that we would get it from wages if we break the wage structure for him should be from Palmer and Caicedo, and then just give them whatever money they want. You're already renegotiating with Caicedo. Just tell Caicedo to write whatever he wants and add a 4-year extension to it. I don't care what you give him. That brother's too cold. I don't give a shit. Palmer, same energy. Cucurella, Enzo, they're already past the wage structure. They earn 190k a week. They're fine. Everybody else, if they complain, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because you haven't done enough. That's it. You just haven't. Like, Reece James, you got the money, don't worry. What was that?
Like, the way structure is supposed to be structured so players are on what their valuation and their quality that they bring to the team. So you break it for world-class players. You break it for players that move the needle. And then you monitor everybody else. And then when you're in negotiations, you're like, okay, well, Jackson, how are you getting Osimhen money when you're not giving me Osimhen returns?
Yep.
Shut down. So yes, you're gonna get you can get more money, but bro, you're not producing the same. So sorry, who's the next one? Who else? Drewsbury Hall? Oh, sorry, bro, you're not doing what Caicedo's doing. So you can pipe down, yeah? Because if you want more money, yeah, then come to me with the facts in it. Produce more, bring more to the team, and then we'll have a conversation in it. If you don't like it, goodbye. And that's how we structure it.
If you produce more, you get more bonuses anyway. Everything we do is incentivized. We give you a base wage and you earn the rest based on how you play. The end.
Have you guys had any players that like hold you, that were rubbish, that held you to ransom because of what Mudryk? How much is Mudryk on in terms of wages?
Oh, he'll be on something low. He'll be on something real low. The players that have held us to ransom will be Lukaku, and when we get to the summer, him. You know, we tried asking him to come to the Club World Cup. He laughed in our face.
Yeah,
what, Sterling?
Yeah.
I forgot about Sterling still. But this is what I'm saying, bro. Like you've had it. Man United had it as well. Do you know what I'm saying? With flipping, they've had it with players. We've had it with Rob Holding putting him on stupid wages. And the thing is, yeah, certain people will look at 80,000, 90,000 as not stupid wages. But when you're a shit player and an average player, 90,000 is a lot of money, bro. Them lower teams ain't not paying that.
Water. We gave him 100k a week when we first signed him, and we were loaning him all across Europe until the end of it. That's going to be what we do with Sterling. Or I'd be so real, if we can't find a club for him, release him. To pay him all of his money up top and release him. Save us having to have his name on the wage structure and having to explain it in negotiations. Just pay him out. Say we fucked up, because you did fuck up. Pay the price for it and just pay it immediately and just move. Write it all off. And what's the point of loaning him around so we have to deal with this fucking mess in a year's time and just hope we can get 10 million worth of loan fees? What's the point?
Your club's got no excuse, bro. When I went through the Inter Milan team, it's crazy what Inzaghi had to inherit, bro. They got rid of Lukaku, all these man, yeah. Man got Thuram on a free. He got a goalkeeper, yeah. They got rid of flipping Onana goalkeepers, yeah. Man had to go and get Summer at 6.9 million euros, bro. 6.9 million euros, bro.
Bargain though.
4 million euros, bro.
Yeah, they were free shots for FC.
Bro, Mkhitaryan, Atakoglu, free, bro. Dumfries, 14 million euros. And then
We've been screaming get Jonathan David as depth for months.
And you talking about flipping your club making a flip, yeah? Even if you get 20, even if you get 30 M's for him, if he's not the main guy, that's a flip. You bought him for nothing.
That could be what we do. Sancho.
I'm not hearing no excuses, bro. This Inter team, bro, the way they've assembled this Inter team, even Bisek, 7.2 million. You know what I mean? Zelinski, they got on a free. A lot of these guys here, they're starters, bro, and they're in the Champions League final. It's crazy when you see in the quality, even when you look at PSG, yeah, people talk about PSG and Galacticos, yeah, they got Vitinha for 41 million euros. They got Nunes for 38 million euros. They got Fabian Ruiz for 22.5 million euros, bro. Dembele, 50 million euros. Barcola, 45 million. Kvaratskhelia, 70 million euros. Neves, 60 million. Doué, 50 million. Pacho, 40 million. This is all in euros, bro. And then Chelsea and Arsenal and all these teams, we can't see quality in the market, bro. These are not deals that we couldn't have got done. They're not outside our price tag. Do you get me? There's no excuse, bro. This is why my club is the worst, bro. My club is the worst because they'll be talking about there's no quality in the market, bro. Kvaratskhelia and Doué, bro, they will cook. What they paid for Doué, we paid 50 million for Ben White, 70 on Kvaratskhelia. We bought Pepe before. You know what I'm saying? What they bought Kvaratskhelia for, 5 million less is what we got Kai Havertz for. Look at the difference.
Northside, look at Wirtz and Reinders right now. Man City and Liverpool go for Wirtz and Reinders. Like, why aren't any of your clubs going in for him? I'm confused.
Bro, they're looking at Nkunku. That's the difference. It's the seriousness up north compared to in the south.
It's crazy, bro. They bought Fabian Ruiz for 22.5 million euros. We bought Fabi Vieira, that's back out in Porto, and they don't want to make it permanent for more money, bro. For more money. Vitinha, I told you about Vitinha when Portugal were playing. Oh, what about Ronaldo? What about Ronaldo? You ain't talking to me about Ronaldo now, are you? I told you about Vitinha. 41 million, bro. Levels above Odegaard. Levels above that bum, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear it. They bought Nuno Mendes, 38 million, bro. How much did we spend on Zinchenko? How much did we spend on Muntavaj? How much do we spend on these bums, bro? How much do we spend on Calafiori? Don't tell me Calafiori is better than Nuno Mendes. So I'm saying, disgrace, bro.
Pumped everywhere, man.
If Berta, I'm telling you, I'm Berta out, bro. If I don't see a massive improvement in the players that we're recruiting, I'm Berta out at the end of the summer, bro.
I've been saying though that Berta was just it literally that the whole point of that from the ownership is to take the whole thing off them, in my opinion. The reason why I say that is because I think Arsenal will recruit the same. And then your fans will blame Berta and said the owner. I know you're not like singling him out, but I'm saying the people that are like Arteta in, for example, they'll take the blame off Arteta and the owners and just blame him, even though the ownership have just hired him as like the face of the problem.
I saw Certain's already hinting at that on one of Lee Gunner's emergency meetings. They were saying, look, if we don't have a good window, then then I ain't going to be Arteta out. I'm going to be looking at Berta because we didn't have a good window. And I'm like, Berta gets less rope to hang himself with than Arteta. How long is Arteta's rope pause? Because fucking hell. Like, blame him for that window. This Sesko move to me says that Arteta still has the power.
Yeah.
Because all I've heard is that Gyökeres is his number one, is Berta's number one target. Yet here we are. Here we are again. With Arteta getting everything that he wants and then all the excuses at the end of it.
I feel like the best way to see if your like director of football has power at your club is to see if your club is in a different direction of recruiting in that summer. If you're still seeing Arsenal like scattergunning across the odd single signings and whatever, nothing's changed. It's just Berta's getting a quick paycheck. He gets to stay in London or whatever. He's getting money. He gets to be in the Premier League, and that's his role. He's just there.
And all
he's just the face of it.
Blame.
Yep. Nobody has to take the blame. It happened with our club with Tim Steidten. He's going to Barcelona now, but apparently he wasn't good enough for West Ham. The same man who built Bayer Leverkusen up when Xabi Alonso was there. It's the same thing.
Wait, was he your current sporting director?
No, he got sacked.
This season?
Yeah, this season.
Oh, fuck you now, bro. Alright, Jay, blessed up, man. Have a great weekend. Man. Have a great summer. Enjoy just being champions or something, innit?
Yeah, big up, Jay.
Hey, listen, before I go, obviously, big up the panel as always. Big up the chat. People, I'm literally like 7 subs away from 700 subscribers. So my channel name is like right here. If you want to subscribe to that, that would be much appreciated. And yeah,
chat link is pinned. Link is pinned.
People, please, help me get to that 1K mark. Thank you. You guys will catch me on. I'll be with Northside in a bit later, innit? But take care for now, people. Yeah.
Bless up, man.
Blessings, my brothers.
Bless up.
Sub to the panel in the pinned comment, guys. Sub to the panel in the pinned comment. Come on, people. You can get him to 700 right now. Right now. I want to see him at 700 by the time we end this. Otherwise, I'll be really disappointed. But yeah, this is our club just sitting in limbo until the end of the campaign. So all it comes down to is, can you do your job? I don't feel sorry for the situation that we're in. If we don't get top 5, it's because we didn't deserve it. We didn't recruit well enough, and the likes of Jackson and Palmer fell off a cliff. It ain't gonna be for any other reason bar that. I'm gonna look at recruitment. I'm gonna look at the fucking players and the manager. Everybody will be held accountable. And honestly, get me to fucking Sunday already. I'm so sick of this waiting period. I'm so fucking sick of it. It's driving me crazy. My entire season relies on this one game. Hurry the fuck up.
What's your confidence saying? Forest away.
Well, we won there last season, but it's our only win against Forest since they came up. They at least have to come out and play football. They can't sit back because they need a win and they need a result elsewhere to get them Champions League.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've shat the bed so many times. Like, if you lot win on Sunday at Ipswich, I mean, if you lot don't lose, we're the only team to have lost there. The only team. And how about scratch that? We haven't beaten Ipswich full stop. I think we might be the only club that didn't take anything from Man City. Here we are.
Well, up there, yeah. Well, because obviously we didn't, but that's us. That's us, though.
Like everybody has bantering over them except us.
Did you see Gary Neville was not allowed to go to that ground? Gary Neville's got a stadium ban or some shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
He put out a statement. Shall I share it?
Yeah, share it, please. Well, what did he get banned for?
He basically has put a statement on his Instagram saying, I was contacted by Sky Sports early on in the week and I was told I would be commentating at the City ground on Sunday for the Forest-Chelsea match. I was informed yesterday by Sky Sports that Forest would not give me an accreditation or access to the stadium or as a co-commentator. I've had no choice but to withdraw from the coverage. I've dished out a fair share of criticism and praise in the last 14 years of doing this job and never come close to unprecedented action. Personally, I think it's disappointing that a great club like Forest have been reduced to making such a decision, whilst they have every right to choose who they let in know and stadium. It's symptomatic of things that have happened over the past 12 months with the club. I wish we would have coached stuff, blah, blah, blah. Basically, it's because I think it was the whole situation with Everton Forest years ago, or like this season or last season, I can't remember which one, where, do you remember when Forest were complaining about VAR and stuff? They were making that whole, like, oh, they were robbed and that. I think they got heavy criticism by, like, Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher or whatever. And, like, I think them man upstairs have just made boss calls to be like, no, fuck these, man. Like, fuck Gary Neville sort of thing. Because, like, he's always, like, because he's just, like, slandered Forest a couple of times. You know what the owner's like, bro? He went up to Nuno Espirito Santo against Leicester. That's the kind of owner this guy is.
He talked crazy about the owner after that incident of him walking on the pitch.
Yeah. But he's criticised him for a while. They think they have an agenda.
Oh, shout out Grok. Grok gave us the reasoning. 5 subs away, everyone sub. So, what is this? Ban Gary Neville from their stadium due to critical comments about owner Evangelos Marinakis, calling his actions scandalous after a Leicester game. Past remarks like comparing Forest to a mafia gang also led to a Sky Sports apology and legal action, so they've been here before. Forest believe Neville has a grudge, while he insists his criticism is professional. Of course he would say that. I want to know what he said about the owner.
I think he just said that it's unprofessional, it's too much or some shit. I think he said it's like, yeah, he compared it to a mafia gang. It says it there, like, sort of thing, like the way he approached Nuno and stuff. Like, they say the way they run the club.
To attend with Sky's full backing. Well, Sky ain't backing you then, because otherwise they would have pulled out. They'll say, we're not bringing anyone then if you're not bringing Neville.
Yeah, they might want the money.
What the hell? I don't know what the direct.
I didn't find anything wrong. I didn't find anything wrong with what the Palace owner did, bro. It's his club. Let him do what he wants. If Nuno was that offended, he can just resign.
Yeah, standards.
It's what
He's
it is. He's
pissed because
upset.
they fumbled the win against Leicester. They had 1 win in 5 at that point, so were fumbling UCL.
I'd say, why would you do that in public, though?
True.
Oh, here we go.
But he was heated, isn't it? Isn't he Greek or something? He's Greek, man.
Yeah, he's Greek.
Yeah, he's
But hold, bro, if you're gonna do this though, you gotta sack him. If you're gonna do this, bro, if you're gonna go, out your way to go on the pitch as the owner and talk to him, you gotta sack him. You're that angry.
No, but even then, he was more annoyed about the the medical team, because I think the Taiwo incident.
Oh right, yeah, because he kept playing, bro.
Because he was angry and gesturing at Nuno that he was like cussing him out, and you know how the media are gonna run with that. Like that's the biggest headline you can make. Very easy to run that. So he said, scandalous from that Forest owner. Nuno should go and negotiate his exit tonight with him. The Forest fans, players, and manager do not deserve that. Yeah, he's waffling. He's waffling. Absolutely waffling. He should go and negotiate his exit. 4 games left of the season. The fans, the players, and the manager don't deserve that. Forest are up. You know what their fans don't deserve? Like them not being able to beat their relegated rivals at home. That's what they deserve. How about not being Everton?
But you know, the way
I get the frustration.
The way he spoke to him like in my ends, yeah. You know, like all the trappers when they talk to the runners, like, blood, did I not tell you to go run the peas, blood? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Hold up, I'm getting a phone call, bro. You're a dickhead, blood. Yo, you got the peas, yeah? All right, cool. Say nothing, yeah. What do you want? Yeah, don't worry, bro. I got that. What did I tell you, bro? Fucking run to the shop and get me a KA, bro. You know what I'm saying? These fucking youths, bro, they're hotting up the ends, blood. That's like, look at the way he's talking to him. With the iPhone. He's talking to the hot boy, bro. He's like, bro, I swear I'll come back, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's about to buck Jamie and Steph.
Where's the food, blood? Where's the food?
Dress out.
Look at the way he's got his finger like that.
You got trackies, you got a couple Nikes.
Oh, he's got his fucking wired headphones as well, bro. For his wired earphones as well. He's just pissed, bro.
Wireless.
Those are definitely broken now, bro. Fucking.
Gave him that Cali's like, where's the peas, bro? You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to me about how much dust is in the pack, bro. I don't care. Where's the peas, bro?
No, I don't blame them for banning him now. The more I think about it, the more I'm cool with it. Because like he tried to say something that would unsettle the entire team, put a fuck ton of pressure on them in the run-ins, the biggest end of a season that they've had in about 30 years. Yeah, fuck it. Send a statement out. And from the sounds of it, he's done it before with the whole mafia group. comment from a year ago. Fuck it. I respect it. I got no problem with it.
He cares, man. Everyone always moans about owners that don't care, yeah? And then when they care, you moan. Who cares, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, Nuno's like, ah, cool, innit? It's what, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's
Show
what
that
it
you
is.
give a shit about the results.
They tried to
Sometimes you say, yeah, it's only financial because he wants the UCL money. Okay.
Yeah, and what?
Okay.
That's literally his job, bruv. It's his income. Like, what do you want him to do?
Hold on.
Like,
Didn't
And
they
also,
sell
it
a
works
load
out
of
for them
players?
to get UCL. Sorry.
yeah.
But he sold a load of players, yeah, and then bought bare players in. So he's willing to spend the money. So maybe the way he's used the money before and strengthen the team, he wants the money to strengthen the team again. So he wants to win. So as if that's a stick to beat him with. Like, who cares, man? He's using the finances. We're talking about flipping the Glazers and taking dividends out of Man United and all this bullshit, and Arsenal just caring about how much money they're getting off Merck. This is an owner that reinvests back into the team. Is serious. He wants to win. And now people are moaning. Fucking who cares, man?
Yeah,
Like,
we call those £1 billion bottle jobs. Fuck off, mate.
Also, like, he's willing to finesse every rule to see his club successful. He was willing to do the points deduction to get his club here. He had a vision, clearly. He had a vision. Like, he sees something goes wrong and instantly makes something about it. This is a proactive owner, at least.
I get that it could kind of look a little bit undermining in front of the players. I get that. But at the same time, who cares, man? Like, he's paying him millions of pounds. Do your job, bro. I'm paying you millions of pounds, bro. Do you get me?
If you watch it back properly, I don't even think it's anything that looks demeaning in front of the players. Like, he has a little, like, 5-minute thing where his like, arms are like this, and he looks a little bit annoyed. He just walks off. It's like, yeah, they just had a little conversation. Man's angry, walked off. They probably went to go rage at the medical team afterwards.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Nuno, though. Not because of this, but because, like, when he has to go to the interviews, the media are going to try and make it out like it's something it's not, and he's got to answer questions uncomfortable ways, like, got to finesse it and be like, I'm not going to tell you too much in it. I'm not going to tell you too much. It's not that deep. Like, just go away. Like,
I wonder if we got any of that today, because today was the pressers.
maybe.
See any quotes doing the rounds.
Maybe.
So maybe not. No, they're asking him about reports linking him to the Roma job. And Maresca got some of those as well.
They're linking anyone to anyone, though.
Yeah, there was rumours they wanted Maresca too, but I mean, obviously, we ain't going to get rid of him anytime soon. Whether we get top 5 or not, he's going to stay. They're going to keep him till next season.
Why would he leave Chelsea for Roma?
Unless he wants to go back to Italy. I don't know. That's the only thing that would make any sense. And even then, I don't think he's from Rome.
No, he's not. Probably not. Like,
I don't remember where he's from.
You don't really see many managers leave to go back to their home country after being with an ambitious club.
Faiano, I don't know where that is.
Yeah, fuck knows, bro.
My God knows. That's probably one of them small towns or something.
Probably.
Yeah, that's calm. You, man, though, big up every single one of you that's locked. Actually, no, wait, Mike, so we ain't asked you about West Ham. Is there anything going on with West Ham?
Fuck no. This is the fuck all.
Fair enough.
Fuck all.
Fair
That's
enough.
the breaking news. West Ham are shit, fam. Bro, breaking news. West Ham are shit. More to follow next season, fam. For Series 2
you'll
is shit.
beat Ipswich at least. We'll beat Ipswich.
No, we won't. No, we won't. No, we won't.
Oh, I beg you lose. Just so I'm not alone here. I beg you lose.
Do you know what it is? People are generally going to be in my DMs talking about how you slander Ben Johnson and Ben Johnson just beat you and all that. Bruv, he's going to the championship, bruv, where he belongs. Like, he's going to the championship where he belongs.
Bagged at the bridge, a fucking prick.
How did you let him bag at the bridge? How? How did you let him? He's one of the worst players I've ever seen at my club.
Don't, bro. They didn't have Hutchinson. They didn't have Delap, and we went 2-0 down at home.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
I don't like any news. No, we're not even linked to anyone, which is bad in itself. The fact that we're not advanced with players now tells me all I need to know. We need to be buying players now. I don't care whether the season's ending or not. So that tells you all you need to know.
Early, but yeah, I don't see nothing. I know you and Forrest got charged for that mass confrontation.
Yeah, I don't even know what fucking happened. I didn't even watch it back. All I just saw was just bare people pushing each other, and that was it. Like, just get over yourself sort of thing. I think Paquetá is going to have his hearing soon or whatever. Apparently he's not mentally well to play for West Ham anymore due to that whole thing. Because he started crying off the fucking Tottenham game or whatever. Fucking Kudus is saying, I want to have European football with West Ham United next season after walking around like a fucking wanker for the past few games. If you really want European football, well, yeah, he wants European football next season. Well, I think you should leave, mate. I think you should leave, mate, and maybe go to Saudi or some shit. I don't know, bro. Because this, you can't be saying I want European football, but be walking around like a fucking tosspot every single game. So,
Hold on,
like,
so even if like there was no interest for him, would you rather get rid?
I would rather get rid. We can finesse someone for money. That's the only thing we're good at is finessing someone for money with players. At least, like, if we haven't got much to spend next season, we so-called need to sell to buy. It's worth selling the guy. He doesn't want to be here anymore. So use that money and sell him.
Devil's advocate in it, because if there's no interest, now man has to play to get that interest, because you've sunk your own fucking name. Now you got to start playing motivated. That
Maybe,
with
but
one game a week could get you in to shout for Europe. All you need is a little bit of consistency just to be there. Look how shit, like, and the race for Europe is usually shit, but this season has been incredibly bad by all of our standards.
I hear you, but that's why I've been crashing out this season. Like, this is the thing. If we don't get 3 midfielders minimum, 3 midfielders, a striker, and a centre-back, and a goalkeeper, then we're fucked. We're completely fucked. I'm not looking at up the table. Sorry?
Who have you been linked to, bro?
We're linked to fucking no one. We've been linked to some random left centre-back that I've not heard of, that I've never watched, bruv. We've been linked with some random left centre-back, don't know who he is, I don't know what his fucking name is, I don't even know what league it is, it's just some fucking long Wi-Fi password name, never heard of the guy, I don't watch other leagues. Other than that, fuck knows. Like, you see this squad, you see, like, these players and that, bruv. Fuck that. Fuck that. What? No. I'm not. What I don't want to hear. What I don't want to see is just getting Big Six clubs sloppy seconds this summer. I don't care if it worked with Wan-Bissaka. We need to stop going for like Big Six clubs as like sloppy seconds. Stop. Bro,
how much do you think West Ham have got to spend? How much can the club actually spend?
I think they ain't got no excuse to spend the 100 million minimum, and I think 100 million is not enough.
Yeah, and you've got a whole defense that need to be rebuilt apart from Wan-Bissaka. You've got a midfield that's disjointed that needs rebuilding as well. Your attack, okay, you got Bowen, you got Kudus, you got players there that you could work with. Yeah, you could work with. Okay, cool. Why not just? I said this before. Just go to the championship.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And Argentinian league as well. Maybe if you could spot a good player out there. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to go in markets, where your money will get you some quality, bro. There's no point getting hand-me-downs, bro. There's actually no point because
that Leicester guy we're linked with from centre. I think Ben Morgan. Like, he's meant to be a really promising academy grad from Leicester.
Bro, these man can spend the bag in the championship and build a team that can actually play the football for your manager. That's what you lot need. You need an identity. You can't create an identity with so many players that doesn't fit the identity of your manager right now. So just go out there and recruit the players.
Oh, Ben Nelson. Bro.
Even if it's not the best players, at least Potter can implement a style of play because you guys got nothing right now. Like, you're not going to implement a style of play with the bummy players that you got right now. I don't know how many of them you can get rid of. How many players could you actually get rid of?
I'd say we could get rid of 5 or 6. We could. I don't see why not. And that's the thing. Well, the 2 signings I want to see West Ham sign: Joe Bellingham, because he's improved from his previous season with Sunderland. I want to see him. He's ready. Like, I know when the Championship player's ready. I watch the Championship. But also, if we need a goalkeeper, get Hermansen from Leicester. They've just been relegated. Go and get Hermansen. Why? Nobody else is fucking in for him. Why not just get him? Fabianski's leaving. Ariona's not the level. Get Hermansen. Get Joe Bellingham. Include some of the youngsters. Freddie Potts, George Urphy, Ollie Scholes, Callum Marshall in the squad next season. These are all people from our youth academy. And then, as you said, get the small gems. But also, Kyle Walker-Peters on a free. That's good competition for Wan-Bissaka. Just be smart with the signings. And there's no excuse, by the way. And there's 100 million without selling players or whatever. So 100 million plus the sale of maybe a Kudus, an Alvarez, a Ward-Prowse, a Mavropanos again, minimum. That should be enough. If that isn't enough, I don't know what is. There's no excuse this summer. Going for the younger players, we've got OAPs as the squad. Simple as that. 6-7 signings minimum.
That's what I'm saying. Go on.
No, I was just saying to Yasser, I want to know who dropped that Wanyeri link. But yeah, go on Northside.
No, I was just saying, like, the thing is, yeah, you got a lot of players there that are not good enough for over the hill on big wages. You get some players in the championship, if they don't prove themselves, you can break even and they're not in big wages. So it's a win-win. You know what I mean? There's no reason not to. Like, when you see Leeds come up with Bielsa, and they weren't the greatest team, but they played to the system that he wanted. They fit the system. They all knew their role. Yeah, and then you build upon that. You don't even have the platform to build upon. It's like you guys are always trying to plaster over it. Arsenal had this problem years ago where we were trying to get Williams. We were trying to get, you know what I'm saying, Welbecks and stuff, and thinking that, oh, okay, well, let's just put Ozil and put a load of bums around him, and all of a sudden it's gonna work. Nah, bro. Sometimes, yeah, you just got to get rid of the players that are just not good enough. You're holding on to too many players that just ain't good enough. If you make a loss, well, who gives a shit? It's money off the wage bill. And at least you're going forward, because you ain't going to give a shit about holding on to these players if you get relegated next season, which you potentially could. The team, you could definitely potentially get relegated.
Facts.
So then what? Then you're stuck with these bums in the championship. So then you're still selling them at a loss. So you're going to be at a loss regardless. You might as well sell them now that you still got the Premier League money, and you still got money there that you've received from staying in the Premier League, and reinvest that. I really don't understand it. I don't know why so many teams in the Prem just continue with deadwood players. Bro, sometimes, I'm not saying sell them for nothing, but sometimes cut your losses, bro. Cut your losses. You know what I'm saying? And just get rid. Because, bro, Jonathan David's there on a free. I'm sure there's a couple of free agents that you could go out there and get.
I'm sure I could Google that quickly.
Joe's so funny about Jonathan David. We were linked with him for so long, then Napoli just swoop. That's what happens when you rest on your laurels. It's a free signing. If we're going to be like that all season, fuck my life. Because this is what our owner is like as director of football. Employing yourself as director of football again. But it's so easily fixable. We have like 3 or 4 academy players that are good enough to be integrated next season, and we can have another 6. Is Tyreek Mitchell generally leaving?
You've got, obviously, KDB. Tar's gone to Bayern Munich. Leroy Sané's contract's expiring. David's expiring. Angel Gomez.
We're interested in him, but
Chelsea, anyone want to get Messi?
I'll take him, bro. He's better than
listen, Gomez. We were interested in Gomez as well, but Marseille are going in for him now. He's going to fucking stay in France. It's bullshit.
Neymar,
fucking idiots.
Neymar.
Hey, Neymar was meant to move to West Ham 14 years ago, and we fucked it up.
What about a statement signing, man? Marco Verratti, Ronaldo as well.
Hey, it'll be so West Ham to sign Messi and Ronaldo right now, and they both end up shit, bruv.
Think about the shirt sales, man. Think about the shirt sales. Callum Wilson, his contract's expiring.
Fuck.
To be fair, Lindelof's better than Mavropanos.
That's not saying much. I'm better than Mavropanos. They gave Mavropanos for fucking Lindelof, like, I'm gonna get fucking brain cancer from just fucking watching Lindelof, bruv. Like, what the hell? Like, that's not saying much. I'm better than Mavropanos. I'm 5'7". Like, it's not saying much, bro.
You have to move too far.
Fuck that. I get Tottenham sloppy seconds after they won the Europa. Fuck that.
Wait, Koke will do a job if you could attract him. I don't think you can.
Bro, like, why are we doing this again, though? Like,
he's one that scored the winner against United. He had a really bad injury earlier this season.
If we want spastics, we get that really done.
What about Jorginho? Keep the London tour going. Oh, no, wait.
He's going Brazil. He's good. He's going Brazil, bro.
Yeah, but you can change his mind. He wants to stay in London, bro.
I said change his mind. Fuck off, bro. Fuck off, man.
We didn't miss anything.
But if Tyreek Mitchell was generally going, I'd take Tyreek Mitchell. But I don't know, would he go? I felt like he would have signed a new deal by now.
He wouldn't have to travel too far.
That would be a brilliant signing, because Emerson's leaving.
Bro, that Jonathan Tah, I remember so many seasons he was linked with everyone. Man United, Man United, Arsenal.
Yeah.
I swear, damn.
Failed wonder kid, bro. Sameda.
Tariq Lamptey.
He's injury prone, though. That's my only problem with him. I do rate him, but he's injury prone as fuck.
Mario Pasalic, proper Chelsea.
Oh my god. You can have him back then.
Marco Verratti, bro.
I don't want to see another midfielder for 5 years.
Egan Riley, that'll be a good signing. Egan Riley from Burnley, that'll be a good signing.
Yes, sir, I did see the link. So, like, Wanyeri's just another player that we've got on a list that we're looking at. And it was already reported in 2023 that we tried to offer something to Wanyeri anyway before he signed his scholarship with Arsenal. So, like, I'm not surprised the links are there. I don't think we'll do anything with the links, but I think it's just an idea. I think it's literally just like a name on a list that we're just monitoring, and we'll assess the situation. But where does he even start? Not on the right, not in the middle. We've got Esteval coming in. So it's like, it would just be a pointless move, I think, for him. It wouldn't make sense for him to come to Chelsea. It would just be like, oh, banter purposes. Let's see if he can win a trophy with us hype and all of that. No, it's not the best for him. I don't think it'd be the best move for us. And like,
No, stop banter for the sake of it.
Our transfers. I don't want no more hoarding this season.
No.
We're talking about needing to be tight with our money. Don't fucking spend any bullshit on children. Go actually get me some proper players. Like, miss me with the whole fucking. Where's the sound effect? No, no more, bro. No more.
Anyone
Start. Wanyeri ain't starting. But Wanyeri should leave Arsenal.
Yeah, Wanyeri should leave Arsenal. I would say go to West Ham. We'd also ruin your career. Like, he'd lose his hairline very quick.
No, you just need somewhere where you can play regularly. That's it.
Hey, if we got rid of Kudus and got Wanyeri on a free away.
Say again?
If we lost Kudus and got Wanyeri on a free, that would be fucking brilliant. That would be fucking.
That'd be a steal, bro. The kid is talented, bro. The kid is talented, bro.
Slap
Insane.
him on the Cobb 8-year deal. Did you not give Bowen that as well?
Yeah, we did. You can't leave now. Hold that. You're our best player, fam, and you decided to stay.
For him.
Sorry?
No wonder I've never heard links for him.
Yeah, do you know what, Jordan? Again, like, this guy scores again, doesn't get any credit, and this stupid lanky streak of piss Thomas Tuchel doesn't call him up for England. Fuck Tuchel. Fuck Lee Carsley. Fuck all these England managers, yeah. Fuck Tuchel, bruv. Fuck Tuchel. He's not bringing it home, bruv. He calling up Madueke over Bowen, he's definitely not bringing it home, bruv. Calling up Henderson over Wharton, he's not bringing it home.
What can I say? He's Chelsea.
That's my point, bruv. That's my point. That's my fucking point.
I don't have this a second time without him. I don't have
Chelsea.
this.
England are not Chelsea, bruv. You got a history of winning. England don't.
Oh shit! Time to make it. Time to make it. That's all I got. I don't know how Jordan Henderson is still making it in Big 2025. I don't get it. You should have been playing in Ballers League with fucking us yesterday.
Yeah, Troy Deeney, bruv.
Oh, brother. He'd probably give you more than that, to be fair. But
yeah, probably.
Right, we got to wrap up the show anyway. Big up to every single one of you. It's always been great chopping it up with the guys. Big up Northside, big up Mikez, big up Jay. Hey, Jay better be at 1K, otherwise I'm going to be disappointed. I'm not
700.
2 away. He's 2 away, guys. Everyone go sub over to Jay. Come on, guys. Run it up. Run it up. Big up every single one of you that's locked in, though. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that. We're sending everyone over to Mike's channel because Mike's about to go live as well on his channel, so everybody head over there. I think Northside's got a show with Jay, so keep a lookout for that too. And we will be back tomorrow with Wolfie, Nottingham Forest predictions, all of that shit. Up the Chelsea.